Now, did any of you out there have a nemesis through your school years? I did. I always treated it a little bit like a joke. I'm not quite sure how he treated it. And it started off, first of all, when we were in, it must be what is now reception class. And I had already kind of, because I'm just a girly swat, I'd already kind of learned to read before I showed up. And I remember one day there would be this thing where they would hold up cards with words on, and you would all be sitting on the floor, and the teacher would hold them up, and then you would put your hand and you would say what the word was. And if they were white cards, they were worth 1 point, and if they were orange cards, they were worth 2 points. And one day the teacher was busy with something else, and because I'm a pretentious little twat, the teacher got me, "Oh, Nicola, could you just take over from me?" So, and one of them I held up was orange, and it was the word knee. And I remember David Hedgecox, for that was his name. He put his hand up, and he went, "Knee," and I just pissed myself laughing. And that was the beginning of the big Hedgecox-Smedley Wars. And because we went all the way through primary school together, we went all the way through junior school, and then in the top, what I guess now is year 6, top of junior school, we had a fantastic teacher called Mr. Curran, and he was really arty, and he would do singing with us, and we always put on good plays. And he did a whole Eisteddfod one year, which was just the best thing ever, and really informed my teaching style later in life, in fact. But anyway, so we were putting on the Christmas Carol one year, and David Hedgecox was playing Scrooge. Because, of course, with a true nemesis, you have similar interests in which you can be competitive. And then he did something, I can't remember what he did, but he did something really terrible, like, I don't know, he nicked something, or, I don't know, pushed something over, punched a kid, I don't know. Anyway, he was in big trouble, and his punishment was that he got stripped of the role of Scrooge. I really wanted it because I was the acting child, but I was a girl, and it was traditional times. And I didn't think he'd give it to me, but it was Mr. Curran. And he went, "Right, not only am I going to super punishment, I'm going to strip you of it, I'm going to give it to Smedley." So, and I got to play Scrooge. Fantastic! I mean, even if you are 11, there still aren't very many female people who have played Scrooge, and it's such a great part. I loved it very much. So then David Hedgecox, and possibly that was a real acting landmark for me. It was like, oh, I can do this. This is my future. Anyway, so then we went up to secondary school, and there again, Hedgecox. But it was a different class to me, because obviously more children split up in different ways, in a comprehensive way, for we were the first. And, we kind of calmed down our nemesisness, and I think we both were able to laugh about it. I do hope so. And it's the kind of thing where if this was a film or a book, it would be, and then when we were 15, we kissed, and it turned out we had been in love all the time. But that is not true. No, because he had a lovely childhood sweetheart romance with Lydia Gilkes. And I was very jealous of her, not because of David Hedgecox, but because she was a much better singer than me. Child politics is tricky, and we grown-ups can often forget it. Let's not.